What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby Jonathan here. Welcome to Big Baby Sports. In today's episode, I got Daniel Artest from the Daniel Artest podcast. Daniel Artest, man, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on, man.
Yo, everything's all good, man. I gotta get on the horn with you, talk some sports, talk some basketball, talk some Lakers talk with you for a second. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. We got to talk about that game last night, man. Lakers got a tough loss last night by 2, man. So, what was your process of the Lakers being up 19 and then losing like that? And give us your thoughts about last night's game.
It wasn't a tough loss. The Lakers they gave that game away. They didn't. I don't know what the hell happened. All I know that it was up 19, and then it happened. They got involved with the quicksand of the game, where mistake pounding on top of one another, and then Golden State just had the momentum. So once you give an NBA team momentum, anything can happen. But I still thought that even with saying all of that, the Lakers still won this game, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We should have won. We played lackadaisical defense, and we let Golden State back in the game. Kelly Oubre got off for 23 big points. Stephen Curry did his thing, but Stephen Curry struggled shooting the ball well, but he passed the ball really well last night. James Wiseman is very talented, and we let him do it every once. What I didn't like about last night's game, just that the Lakers looked disinterested in the second half for whatever reason. They looked like they didn't care about that, being up in 14-9 or whatever, being the hell up. And I don't like that from my team. You got to do better. LeBron AD didn't do anything in the fourth quarter. I'm very upset about that. So as a team, if you get punched in the mouth like that, you can bounce back. And I fully expect them to bounce back on Thursday versus Milwaukee. But in that fourth quarter, what did you see that you didn't like in that fourth quarter from the Lakers?
There was just no effort, pretty much, man. It just looked like they didn't want to be there. What I mean? Maybe they should have just, made a timeout, made some changes, and switch it up a little bit to wake these guys up, get more, Taylor, Horton, Tucker in the game and stuff. Maybe, he hungry, he want to play. Get some guys that want to play, that want to win and stuff. I mean? Instead of just, sticking to the normal lineups and stuff like that. Because listen, at the end of the day, you got 72 games, so every game matters pretty much. You can't be, getting caught up in these type of games, especially a LeBron team. They just won a championship. They go up 19 and they lose to a team like the Warriors, who's not the same anymore. It just goes. As a non-Laker fan, it annoyed me yesterday.
Yeah, man, I was pretty upset. I was tweeting, man. I was upset, And what really made me mad is just that the defense gives layups after layups after layups after layups, and I'm done with Marc Gasol. I'm done. I know the fit. Always a playoff big man. He's going to turn up the play, but I don't see it. Him in the post, he doesn't work. In my opinion, he always gets pushed around. And then I noticed when he's off the floor, Montrezl comes in and turns up, dominates with rebound and putbacks. The little mid-range. That mid-range game that he has, man, is deadly. But Marc Gasol, what do you think about Marc Gasol with the Lakers so far? Do you see it fitting, or do you think it's time to get Marc Gasol up out of LA?
Nah, you're not gonna get rid of him because he's a vet. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the last thing they would do. I think what they still need another backup big man. You know what I mean, to help Marc Gasol. Like I don't I don't really trust Montrezl Harrell as the backup to Mark, because he's just so short, and he's so short. And we seen what Jokic did to him. You know what I'm saying, in the bubble last year, man. Like, he made him look bad. So I think that the Lakers, they need to go get another backup big man for insurance. Maybe not even play him that much. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got your chemistry going on, but just insurance in case you're in the season. Let's just say you're in a playoff situation with Denver, right? Conference finals, and no, yeah, conference finals with the Denver Nuggets, right? Series is tied up 2-2. It's the fourth quarter. It's about 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Oh man, damn! Marcus all fouls out. Now you got to throw in Montrezl Harrell in there to battle with Jokic, and Jokic 7 feet 280 can move, and Trez too small 6'7". You know what I'm saying? I think that's not going to bode well. He's going to get Trez in foul trouble. You can't put Anthony Davis on it, because he's going to get Anthony Davis in foul trouble. We seen what he did to Anthony Davis in the bubble too, when he was working him in the post. So I just think that, like, there's players out there, like Dwayne Dedman, John Henson, Jan Mahinmi, Kyle O'Quinn, Tyler Zeller, Norvell Pell. You know what I mean? Guys that have actual NBA experience too. Even even big brother Pau Gasol. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt that.
Mm-hmm.
But just get like a bunch of guys that has that NBA experience that know how the NBA work, that can play tough. They also need some wing players, some wing defenders and stuff too, or whatever. Like Rondé Hollis Jefferson or something like that. You know, just some tough dogs, man, for the post play and everything. So that's what, in my opinion, the Lakers that's what they need. And I just think that they're just relying on a 36-year-old center to lead them to the promised land or help be a part of it without having another 7-footer backing them up. I think that it doesn't help them.
Yeah, man, and I see what you're saying about Harold. I was on him when he was on Clippers. I was talking that mess. I'm gonna keep it 100. And his defense needs to step it up. And the player that I think Lakers should go look at, not sign him, is Alex Len. He's a big. Maybe go give him an opportunity. Maybe even go trade for Whiteside from Sacramento. No, Whiteside is having problems with Luke Walton in Sacramento. So maybe you go get Whiteside. Maybe you have to trade Giannis for Devontae Kaycock. Maybe even give Devontae Kaycock an opportunity.
He's short
Maybe.
too. He's K got 6'7" too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, to play him at center in the NBA versus like the main what I mean the main guys in the NBA. Jokic is the best big man in the NBA right now so far,
Yep.
averaging a
Mm-hmm.
triple double, leading the league in assists, and everything like that. Like so, you got to have, you need bodies. You know what I mean, to compete against some big bodies, man. That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. Real quick before we get up on out of here, man. What do you think about the Nets' big three in Brooklyn? How do you think that's gonna work?
It's going to work. It's going to work. I think that James Harden is going to be the point guard there. Kyrie Irving, he's going to play that same role he played with when he was with LeBron, playing off the ball and stuff, bringing the ball up sometimes, but most likely, playing off the ball where he can create and do his thing. And Durant's Durant. Obviously, we see Durant right now.
Yeah.
Averaging 30 points. About 7 rebounds, over 5 assists. He caught a block one time this season. I forgot what game it was, and this was like, all right, he's 100% because he caught a block off the same Achilles that he hurt. He jumped off that foot. You know what I'm saying? So a tribute, like big shout outs to modern medicine for
Mm-hmm.
KD to come back and be averaging 30 and stuff like that. It's crazy. And then with just James Harden just doing what he's doing these first 2 games, man. It's like if and Kyrie's coming back Wednesday, and I think that Kyrie's going to be back to himself, and it's going to be something, man. It's going to be something to see. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. That Brooklyn big three over there is gonna be interesting to see. But I feel like they gotta get chemistry first before the media says, "Oh, they're champions." You gotta go out there between the lines. It looks good on paper, but you got out there between the lines and go out there and compete, man. Because Lakers team is deep. If Lakers and Brooklyn play in the NBA Finals, I feel like that would be a good matchup. AD versus KD. LeBron versus Kyrie. And then who's gonna guard James Harden? I feel like Lakers have enough pieces to throw at Harden. We already exposed Harden in the playoffs in the bubble. Caruso, KCP guarding really well. So I expect the Lakers, if they match up in the finals, to turn up against the Brooklyn Nets. But you got an
Yeah, but
announcement,
the
Daniel?
thing, wait,
What's
hold on
up?
before I do the announcement though. But the
Yeah.
thing is though, yeah, y'all exposed James Harden, but he ain't had KD and Kyrie on that team last year. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now you can't double off of Kyrie and KD because they're gonna hit those threes. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's gonna be pretty hard to stop, man. It's gonna be interesting. But before we get out of here, I got an announcement to make. Big Baby Jonathan and my podcast network 265 Media is teaming up. Big Baby, welcome to the team. Yo, I appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? I love what you do over there at the Big Baby Sports, man. And I think that what we're gonna do is create some dope content, create some dope magic, man. And to have you as, our West Coast representative, representing the Lakers and stuff like that. And it's gonna be on and popping, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Me too, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity, man. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to putting Laker content out. With this journey that I'm on, man. I'm excited. I appreciate the opportunity, man.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. Like, listen, we friends. You know, like me, you, Corey, you know, and the guys on my side, we always talk basketball with each other anyway. So it's like I just decided to create something that we all could potentially benefit from. You know what I'm saying? With creating a podcast network where we all sharing the ball together and stuff like that. Instead of just being having our own individual stuff, whatever. We just come together and take over the game, man. Like these other podcast networks is doing, but we're gonna do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna flip it in a different way, flip it in a better way. So I'm just glad that you decided to come on and stuff like that. It means a lot, man. So salute, thank you, welcome to the squad, man.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it, man. And Daniel Artest, man, appreciate you coming on. We'll talk soon, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You be safe, brother.